It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cincinnati. It's the Jets and the Bengals under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
On the first snap, here's Mayfield. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mayfield. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Henry is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Boy, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And they're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Cousins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Calais Campbell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Henry up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Mayfield. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throw left side complete. That's more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, 31 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his man complete, Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Akers running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Throwing, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Cousins gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
3rd and goal for Cousins. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Garabay's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And this is back to an 8-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that
touchdown! Elijah Moore saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are back within a couple of the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Mayfield on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On third down, Mayfield being chased out left. Slings this deep from McLaurin and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From the 30 on second down, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Play fake, Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Osa Odighizuwa forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. And that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, it's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. And now a carry here for their fullback. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this one is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals are gonna get it back in terrific field position. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 38, Mayfield. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Sky Moore from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Time to watch Elijah Moore get back to work as the Jets offense returns to the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And Thomas has it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Cousins again. That's it. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, a Lombardi trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League. which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.